Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda, where in the last episode we made some preparations for our final run on the Real Meridian, but we're not quite there yet, so hang on tight for some more exploration and getting stuff for people. Because we haven't been doing that for like hours already.
Got something I think you'll love.
A certain movie maybe? Last of the Legion. Alright. Only for $10. Well, that's not Blasto 8, the Biotic Awakens. Sorry about that. It's just... I would love to see Blasto 8, the Biotic Awakens. That'll be hilarious. Alright. So that was that. Is there anything else we need to do on Gadara? I don't think so. Okay. I see what you did there, BioWare. I appreciate it actually this time. Anyway, let's get back to Tempest now. Oh, the good old Blasto movies. Good old running gag in the Mass Effect franchise, if you're not aware of that. At some point, Commander Shepard even had a minor role in one of the Blasto movies. Alright, let's...
Jarl's been asking to talk to you.
Okay.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I think I could handle it.
Your brains rattle enough.
Come on. One headbutt. We'll keep Lexi on standby.
I'm not condoning any of this.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Last of the Legion. This is what you wanted, right?
Wait, you actually found it? That version's practically a myth. I'll tell everyone to grab food. Jarl and Gil said they can rig something up in your quarters. If you need a minute to clean up, no problem. Just hit the console when you're good to go.
Alright, seems like a fun idea, but let's talk to Jarl first.
Did you get my message? Doesn't matter. I have exciting news, and I wanted to tell you in person.
Should I sit down?
Is that another idiom? Or... Yes, of course. Do what you like.
Yeah, it's an idiom that means... Never mind.
I've been offered an advancement in the Resistance, and my own command.
Yeah, I can certainly see why that was happening.
That makes complete sense. Congratulations.
Thank you. My family is very proud, and so am I.
So, when did this happen?
Recently. You know that I wasn't satisfied with my position and direction in the Resistance.
Or life.
True. Very true. Yes. After my successes with you, they see me with new eyes. But more importantly, so do I.
So you get your own command?
It's a covert squad, Tech Ops, commanding a small group of elite specialists that infiltrate advanced Ket sites. High danger, high reward.
That's a hard choice to make. I won't stand in your way.
That's kind. It was a hard choice.
Okay then. Should we head back to Aya?
What? Why? I'm not taking the position.
Why not?
That's crazy. It's what you've wanted.
What I wanted, yes. But not what I needed. Not what I need. With your help, I broke free of expectation. I found my better self.
It's been a pleasure to work with you too.
For funny how chance can change your life in an instant.
I know what you mean.
Your dad would be proud of you, too.
Yeah, hope so.
So, you're stuck with me now. At least until this all plays out. Besides, you need me.
Don't
Do
push
I?
your luck.
But luck can't be pushed. It comes to us and... idiom.
Yep.
Shit.
Well, there's a lot of idioms, so I'm not blaming him for not getting them right on the first place, because, you know, there's a lot of freaking idioms. Alright.
They need you, Jorax. I know you left the Legion.
I never left the Legion. It left me. But I know my duty.
Alright, folks, we can sit through a training montage with what many critics describe as excessive Turian flexing,
No such thing. There really is.
or we can fast forward to a ship crashing into an asteroid, crashing into a moon.
Fast forward to the crash. Nah, montage. Don't cut bits out.
I'd go for the crash.
Forwarding to the action scene, going once, going twice.
Skip to the good stuff, Liam.
Boo! But it's a vacuum. The ship explosion would be silent.
I hope that's not the voice of experience talking.
Guess they wanted their money's worth. They actually blew up a derelict for that shot.
Too bad the script wasn't caught in the blast.
My strike team will hit the enemy cruiser, General. Force is the only thing fanatics understand.
Why a strike team? Torpedo the cruiser!
That's overkill. Get one engineer aboard, cut life support and engines, problem solved.
And leave them stuck on a hostile ship? One torpedo, over by lunch.
Fry their sensors, spacewalk on the hull, cut life support, rappel in, and take them hostage.
Done it. Less exciting than it sounds.
Seriously?
Got the scars to prove it.
I assumed you'd got that falling off a bar stool.
Speaking of, time for another round. Anyone for a Varen's jaw? Or a euphemistically delicious? Wait! Lesson!
Tyrannus. No!
Ugh, he was a sidekick. They die like goldfish.
No acting like overacting. Even Ryder could do better.
If I wanted to.
Oh, really?
Come on, show us. I'll be dead for you.
Okay. Callow, please, not now. Not when we're so close.
Ryder, you must go on.
It won't end this way. There's no justice in this galaxy. But there will be.
Ooh, do me next.
I swear to love you 1,000 times, 1,000 stars.
Oh, Jorax. So many years lost. We were so foolish. Our hearts are one. No enemy fleet, no sea of stars can ever separate us again.
Quite the gripping movie, I say. Well, that was fun. Okay. What's up with that, by the way? Oh, right. Okay, guys, let's get out of here. You'd plan one more satellites. Explore a few new systems.
Did you ever meet Jen Garson?
I shook her hand once at a fundraiser and then blurted something about wanting to look under her dress.
You didn't.
I wanted to see how it worked. Prototype smart textile, changing colors in response to sound. And there was also a lot of champagne.
Okay.
Now orbiting Gadara.
So, let's take a look at the systems over here.
Rumor has it this is quite the lawless region. No place to get stranded.
Stranded? Why would you even bring that up?
Scourge has caused massive electromagnetic disturbances in Kit's Rata's atmosphere. Avoiding any closer proximity to the planet is strongly advised. Right. See, there's another gas giant here that's being stripped down by the sun. Probably because of Scourge interference, I bet. In Saturn's nitrogen and carbon monoxide atmosphere is gradually being stripped away by Ratu's sun, leaving the barren surface utterly unprotected from the sun's radiation. Milky Way surveys suggested 2 gas giants were present in Ratul. Could the Scourge have collapsed them into a single world in less than 6 centuries, or something else at work? With the amount of discrepancies we have between the scan data and what's actually going on, I'm surprised that actually the systems are still there where they should be. Ribaro has adopted bizarrely to the Scourge. For about a third of its orbital period, the Scourge's effects permit the plant life to flourish. At all other times, Ribaro boils in a Ratul sun.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Iron.
Anomaly detected.
Scourge and some unusual orbital mechanics leave Gorvok's folly ice-bound by night and boiling during the day. The outcast Gorvok attempted to take advantage of this to little avail.
Deploying probe.
Have we met Gorvok? I don't know.
Scan.
Scat dropship appears to have been departing Gorvok's folly when it was hit by weapons fire. Perhaps Gorvok is still alive and active after all. Apparently we haven't met Gorvok.
Zuvi, keep an eye on those sensors.
I always do.
I know, it's just... This is a dicey sector. Better to be ready.
I see.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Well, now these systems are formed. I mean, they could be young and their accretion phase hasn't been wholly done yet. The shuttle appears to have limped away from a battle. Logs indicate the crew, not deceased, came to Var to raid an outcast mining camp. The attempt must have ended badly. As I was saying, it could be just a really young system that hasn't been properly formed yet, but there's already planets there and they haven't just cleared out their gas cloud. Totally. There could be that, of course. Also, the Scourge could have played a role and just tore the system apart in some way. Also, they could just be passing through a cloud of nebula, and because of this, they have just gas that's running around in the system and is forming an accretion disk right now, and in centuries and millennia, it'll likely have dissipated. H171 is sheltered from the heat of vast sun by large dust clouds in the inner solar system. The result is a glittering orb of frozen ammonia and tin.
Anomaly detected.
Outcast mineral mining camp has been recently demolished. It's recently demolished here. A fragmentary distress call describes the attackers as other exiles, then no survivors. Naturally.
Deploying probe.
Is that the camp?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Ooh, it's graphite. Great oceans of ethane and thin sheets of water ice cover the surface of H173. Ice mining might be possible here, but there are surely richer sources on more agreeable worlds. Yeah. Margoth. That sounds like a good name. Margoth's extraordinary dangerous surface is less of less interest than its ring system. Its inner ring is primarily dust and rock. The outer ring is composed of large chunks of water ice.
Anomaly on sensors.
Frozen ethane covers H174. The ice sheets interrupted only by low mountains and shallow craters. Thanks to dust clouds in the inner system, little sunlight reaches this world.
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Another deceased outcast. The deceased outcast inhabitant of this escape pod appears to have fled to battle at Meishaza in the inner system. Huh? The hell, which way are we heading there? It can't seem to decide for some reason. Interesting.
Not many other ships would venture out this far.
It's our job to be first.
Because of what was the name of our job title again?
Probes launched. I found something. Probe away.
This is one of the chosen data collection nav points. We should release a probe.
Let's investigate the rest of the system first. Remnant fighters seemingly impaled on a tender of Scourge. Astonishingly, certain self-repair mechanisms appear to be intact, though the vessel will never be whole again. Why didn't we actually, you know, take some of the remnant ships that were in Meridian's control center? That would have been nice. No? Much of H162's unusual coloration comes from what appears to be a sort of algae. The organism pervades the dense moist atmosphere floating on the wind. Massive sandstorms thrash H80's surface day in and day out, wearing once mighty mountain ranges down to smooth nubs over millennia. Sandstorms. On a cursory visual inspection, this massive planet appears almost Earth-like, but its incredibly heavy gravity and crushing atmosphere makes colonization a long shot at best. Ooh. 64 atmospheres of atmospheric pressure. No thanks. No, I think not. Virius is inhabited by simple herds of methane breathers struggling to find shelter against the cold. It may be scourge effects that have pushed these creatures to near extinction. Yeah.
Anomaly on sensors.
Myros appears to have been stripped of breathable atmosphere by scourge phenomena over the past century. What remains is a barren sphere of boron and carbon.
Probe away.
And aluminum. Why do we never find the minerals that are described in the info text? That's kind of weird. We always find something else. Like I would have expected here. It says it has a lot of boron and carbon, so maybe we'll find graphite, you know. And now we find alumina. Sure. Why not?
We've arrived at a Scourge nav point appropriate for data collection.
So apparently that kind of relieves us from doing any of the other things. Interesting. Apparently we've also unlocked pretty much all of the systems except that one. There's still a light that appears to be a star over there, but we can't head there. I think I've also checked pretty much all the systems that are available. No? Well, I think I've been pretty much anywhere. Okay, so let's talk to the crew, he said, right?
What can I do for you?
Any more stories about the Tempest?
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a...
we already had that
For
multiple
2 days,
times, man.
Poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all...
I'll let you...
Well, apparently he doesn't know anything about that. So, who knows something? Huh.
Approximating remnant ship dynamics. Sam?
Building predictive model.
Between the remnant city Meridian and however the Scourge fits in, pardon my Martian, but it's all weird as shite.
So do we have a lead or not?
Just the relevant data, Suvi. Do we have it or not?
Ryder, we have it. I mean, we will. With this.
The mother of all navigational aids.
Take that back to the remnant city, find an override, and their ships will fly the same vector as Meridian.
With correction for the Scourge, you'll have its exact location.
The heart of the Vault Network. We can do it.
Alright, let's investigate this remnant city that we've known about but never went there for whatever reason. Which is kind of odd. Oh, actually return, so it's probably the command center that we found, right? Just came up with a new name for it. Yeah, looks like it.
Feels different coming back here now.
We're different. We're ready.
Sam's marked
Also, there's no cat around.
override for remnant ship control. A tower with its own energy grid.
It may be one of the controls that deployed Meridian, and the means to find it again.
They continue exploring Helios before or after the main story concludes. Do you wish to embark on the mission to Meridian now? Oh my. You see, are you saying we're about to see the end of it? Oh no. Let's not do that now then. Let's actually end of this episode then. In the next episode, we'll go back to the Remnant City and try to find Meridian and hopefully activate it, I guess. But we'll be starting to see that next time. Have a good one.